In the beautifully crafted words of dear Steve Maraboli, there is nothing more rare nor more beautiful than a woman being unapologetically herself, comfortable in her perfect imperfection. To me, that is the true essence of beauty. Hey guys, welcome to another video on The Ultimate Fashionista. If this is the very first time of watching any of my videos, you're very welcome. Do hit the subscribe button and turn on the post notification. If you like our content and you would love to see more when a new one is uploaded, thank you. And for all our returning viewers, you are everything. Thank you so much for sticking with us, and definitely, as always, more content that you would enjoy are coming your way. In previous videos on this playlist, we talked about how to find your personal style. If those videos are the kind of stuff that you would be interested in watching, I'll leave the links on the top right portion of this video. Do click them and enjoy. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It helps us grow and I'll really appreciate that. So in this video, I'd like us to delve quickly into how to dress for your body shape. As a female, I understand the pressures that come with wanting to fit into the societal standards. Most times when I hear the word body shape, there's a stereotypical image that comes into our heads, and the fact is that societal standards have made females like you and I to have a distinct image of the perfect body that we should have. But ideally, there are different body shapes, and there is no one size fits all template for body shapes, and this video is going to assert that. So for the purpose of this video, I have put together 5 basic body shapes. Now, quick reminder, you may not fall into any of these categories exactly, because you might be on the borderline between 2, or it might just be a mixture of more than 2. That's why at the end of this video I left an important tip to just know what shape that you tend to fit into. So it's important that you watch to the end. Now, for the very first body shape, we have the Pear body shape. And now, if you're this person, you have most likely large hips and or thighs. You most likely have a tiny bust. You gain weight mostly in your thighs and your arm section easily. You have a defined waist thanks to your larger hips, and your legs are likely to be full or muscular. So that gives you a pear-shaped body. The second one is the apple body shape. Now, if you're this person, you have a larger bust compared to your hips. You have a full midsection. You have a lightly undefined waistline. You have round shoulders. You have a smaller hip, slimmer legs and arms. You also tend to put on weight first in the upper body section than the rest, in the upper body section and in your tummy area rather than the rest, so it gives you more like an apple shape. Now the third one is the hourglass body shape. Now for this person, your buttocks and the bust line are well balanced, right? The waist is also defined and small. Now think of an hourglass form, okay, like figure 8. Yes, the buttocks and the waistline are well balanced, and the waist is also defined and small. Your buttocks are naturally round. Your body is in proportion throughout. You have slightly rounded shoulders that align perfectly with your buttocks, and your legs are in proportion with your up. Now you mostly gain weight evenly throughout your body, and weight gain is evenly distributed throughout your body. The fourth one is the inverted triangle, like an upside down triangle. For this person, you notice that you have broad shoulders, you have small hips and then slender legs, your waist is most likely not well defined, your upper body is most likely larger than your lower, and then most times these people come with great legs, so you find that you have slender legs and very beautiful legs. Now your shoulders may be straight, they may be squared and strong looking. Your bottom is rather flat in some cases. So if this is you have the inverted triangle body shape. Now the last but not the least on my list of categories is the rectangular, or you can call it the straight body shape. If you have this body shape, you are characterized by an equal bust. You have an equal bust, waist and hip measurement, like from your bust, waist and hip, they all have the same width. You are most likely tall and quite lean. You have a waist that is not well defined. Now you have a small to average midsection. You kind of lack curves throughout your body, so that kind of gives you a straight looking body shape. Okay, now you tend to gain weight typically evenly distributed around your body. So if you're gaining weight, it's evenly distributed around your body. Now to the tip that I promised, that's a quick guide to knowing your body shape. Remember that we earlier established that you may not fall into these categories exactly the way they are. You may kind of be on the borderline, right? So it may be difficult to categorize your body into just one of these basic body shapes. So now you need to be open to possible secondary body shapes. So now tip number one, if the top half of your body looks heavier than the lower portion because of a large bust, you are most likely you lean towards an hourglass. Okay, and also if you lose weight around your tummy and you gain a waist instead, if you lose weight around your tummy and you gain a well-defined waist, most often you are leaning towards an hourglass shape. Tip number two, you gain weight first in your bust and tummy areas and you have a wide chest, you lean towards an apple body shape. If you have a wide chest and you gain weight generally in your bust area and your tummy area, you are most likely an apple, so you lean towards that body shape. Tip number three, you lean towards a rectangular or straight body shape if your waist is slightly wider and not well defined. Your bust and hips are approximately the same size. And your waist is just a little bit wider and it's not really well defined, so you can't really tell. Now the fourth tip is you lean towards an inverted triangle if your shoulders are wider than your hips. So if your shoulders are wider than your hips by a margin, you lean towards an inverted triangular shape. Okay, now finally, you are probably a pear shape if your hips are broader than your shoulders, kind of the opposite of the inverted triangle. So if you're a pear shape, your hips are most likely wider than your shoulders, and if you're an inverted triangle, your shoulders are most likely wider than your hips. We have come to the end of this video. I do not want the video to be too long, so I had to cut it short. On our next video on this playlist, we'll be having another fun episode and we'll be talking about how to style these different body shapes. So you want to subscribe to this channel and turn on the post notification bell so you will be alerted when it drops. Until next time, I remain the ultimate fashionista. Thank you for your time.